In this video, we will be documenting a PPD read. The first thing that we want to do is always check the patient in. Once you've checked your patient in and you've entered the progress note, you want to navigate to the DRTLA tab on the right chart panel. Under labs, you want to click on the purified protein derivative. And when this window opens, you want to document the results of the patient's PPD skin test. So you'll click on the results tab. The date received will be the date read, assuming that is today. Your result for your patient is either going to be negative or positive. Okay, and then you always want to document your end duration in the area available. If the patient's PPD is negative, then you can mark it reviewed. If it is positive, you want to leave it open so that the provider can mark it reviewed once the chest x-ray is completed. And then you're going to click OK. Now from the DRTLA tab, where the PPD test used to just have a circle, it's now going to have an arrow. You want to pull the lab value onto the progress note. Next, you want to document on the PPD read smart form. So you'll select the TB medical clearance smart form, and you're going to answer the questions. Is this encounter the result of an intake screening or an annual? You're going to say yes, and then answer whether it was an annual or an intake. We're going to go with intake for the sake of the video. You want to document the medical screening date, and then answer whether it was implanted during the intake screening, and we're going to say yes. Was your result positive or negative? We documented that our patient was negative and the results in millimeters was 0. Is the patient medically cleared? We can say yes because their PPD skin test was negative, and then we always want to enter the date of the medical clearance, and that would be the day that you're completing your documentation. Once you've documented that, you want to hit save, and it's going to tell you that the data saved successfully, and you're going to hit close. The next step is very important. We have to document in the info section of the patient's progress note, the info section in the patient's chart, so that this information can transfer from ECW into our gel management system. So at the top of the patient's profile, we want to click on info, and then we're going to click on additional information. And in the structured section here, you want to answer all of the questions under ECW source ECW. So was the patient medically cleared? You're going to select yes. The date of the medical clearance is going to be today. And then the date that they were medically cleared for food handling is going to be today as well. And then you want to click OK. And then click on save and info, and this will close this window. You want to make sure to always document on the PPD test from DRTLA. The smart form must be completed, and the info in the structured data section must be completed as well. Once you have completed all 3 steps, you're going to lock your note. Always run your clinical rules engine. If you run the clinical rules engine and the patient was positive, it's going to schedule an x-ray for the following day and a 14-day chronic care initial appointment. So yes, always run the clinical rules engine. This is just a reminder for you to update the information in the additional information for structured data, which we completed already, so we can click OK. In the event that you lock the note before you complete info, even when the note is locked, you can still go into the info section to complete that. Are you sure you want to lock the encounter? Yes, we've completed all of our documentation. Be sure to check your appointment out when you are done. Thank you.